fan is cycling on and off with the fan cycle control. Suction on the we are running 478, 50, 25. Out here. So we have two evaporators. There is not a suction port. There's the expansion valve. No suction port. So it's frosted up right there. And our first one not frosted up right there. It is sweating there, so if I have to guess, I'm going to say that's the one overfeeding. It was froze up yesterday. So that's about as close as I can get right now, but I'm showing about, it's bouncing a little bit. Check the other one. Alright, my meter's reading 34, 35 in here. It apparently needs calibrated. 6 degrees saturated temperature outside. So at 29, that gives us a 3 degree superheat at the evaporator. That's too little. So we'll take the cap off of the expansion valve. Since the flow is too high, we're going to treat it like a water faucet. We want to shut it down, so we'll turn it the direction we turn the water off. Keep track of how far you turn it so you can turn it back if necessary. It's trying to go up a little bit now. We're going to give it a little while and see where it lands. Anytime you make an adjustment, you want to wait 5 or 10 minutes to see where it lands before you tweak it any further. Alright, so we're still running about a 4 degree superheat. So we're going to close that down. About 3/4 now. Well, our ice is starting to go in on the second one. We're bouncing up to about 35 degrees. 35 and a half. So we go outside and check our pressure again. We're not freezing up out here anymore. So now that we reduced the flow of refrigerant, our suction pressure's dropped a little bit, so our saturated temperature's dropped a little bit. So now we're lingering between 8 and 10 degrees, which is much better than 2 and 3 degrees. So the other one's bouncing between 6 and 8, so we're good. Now it's picking up more heat inside. Sight glass is staying full. Walk-in coolers, I've always been told to look between 6 and 10 degrees superheat. So one's between 6 and 8, the other between 8 and 10. We're good. I realize if the superheat was ever set right, it really shouldn't have just changed on its own. So I don't know anything about the history of this, don't know who's been working on it. It's running right now, so if that changes in the future, then we'll go from there.